Well, hello my lovelies. How are we all this evening or morning, depending where you are? Okay, let me just get you up on my laptop and we shall have a look at what we're going to do tonight. Okay. Right, so we're going to play with classic cloche, sweet treats, and the cloche dies. Well, that was easy to remember, but I couldn't. Okay, I'm going to try and zoom in a little bit, just a little tiny bit. Okay, so I do have some new things to play with. These aren't new. I've had these a few weeks. But I do have the Peaceful Place 12 by 12 DSP, and oh my goodness, it's lush. As you can see, couldn't wait to get in it. I've already been playing and changing colours and things on it. I've seen some really gorgeous evening, turning the white into like an evening with purples and like gorgeous grape and night of navy and things on it, which is lush. So I just thought I'd show you. They're not very organised. I'm not very organised now. Let me just move the pieces I've cut out of the way, because I've cut a few in half, but most of them are still full. So the one side, if you can see, it is sparkly. Hi Mum, hi Margaret. And it has little itty bitty like little stars on it. And even though it's like basic grey, or it's like a dark grey, you can still colour it, and then if you wipe it with a cloth, all of the silver pieces that are shiny stay that colour. So it's pretty awesome. So, and then the other sides of them are non-sparkly. It's the only way to describe it, really. But I mean, can you imagine slimline cards with this? Yeah, I find them quite moody, if you know what I mean. So you've got sparkly on that side, and then the other side is like different shaded grey squares or diamonds, whichever way you want to look at that one piece of paper. I really need to tidy my desk. This would make 4, so you've got 2 sheets of each piece as well, and there is like shimmer on like where the snow would land on the tree. Pretty awesome, if you ask me. And it makes 4 6x6 cards on that one, so you can get 8 6x6 cards. And I really like the other side of that one as a background with all the different trees. Like I said, you could just do some blending brushing on that to change the colour. Oh, I've already shown you that one, haven't I? Yeah. Then we've got the wood grain effect, but it's shiny. Nearly burst into song then. I won't make you suffer with that. And then this one's really nice as a background as well. Or if you've got little tiny animals or something to stick on there. This one reminds me of a snowfall-ish. It is quite dark again, but I think that was stunning. It's very elegant. And obviously it goes with a peaceful cabin, is it? I think. So I might fussy cut some of these out and use these, because I didn't buy the stamp set. So, and there's itty bitty foxes on this one. And then the last one is this one, which is all shimmery trees and snowflakes. Gorgeousness. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using the cloches. Oh, I'm saying cloches and it's empty, but you get, I think it's 10. Yep, you get 10 cloches in your box if you buy the cloches to go with it. You don't need the cloches, you can just do a window card, which is fine. I have done I have done a card or two with the cloches without the window and the cloche part as well. And I have done a card with a cloche, but do you think I can find it to show you? No, not anywhere to be found. So yeah, so that's that. So to get started, I've got 2 cards in mind tonight. One using a cloche, and then one that is just a flat card, better for posting. But obviously, you know, this is going to be going, you're going to pay a little bit extra to post this one. But it's quite sturdy. I think it would manage to get through the post and not be damaged. Unless you make yourself a little box card. Hi, Lottie! Yeah, so, and I love the dies. Let me show you the dies. I love the dies because I have got the cloche bit out already. But you've got 4 different sizes of tree in there. You've got like 2 little panels that you can make like a shelf or a base for your cloche to stand on. You've got snowdrift pieces, you've got the bit to do the 2 robins, and you've even got 2 branches in there. And this piece here cuts out the scene, which we will be doing in a second. So we'll put the sweets and treats out the way for a minute. Let me just show you the other die set I got as well, which I haven't played with yet. But I am so excited. Now, I didn't buy the stamps with these either. I really love dies. So, and this one, most of the dies don't need a stamp to go with them because they're like a scene. So you have these little ones, these little tiny ones. So that one's got little oak leaves on a branch, which is cool. These leaves, they've got their own little pattern to them. When you cut them out, they'll emboss the veins on it. A bit of blending brush on top of that, and that'll be fine. A snowflake, you've got a tiny bow, then you've got solid shaped leaves, and then you've got Santa and a sleigh, some pumpkins, some Christmas baubles and snowflakes, and then here you've got a teeny weeny moon and tiny stars. I think that's cool. I can't wait to play with this one. I may use 1 or 2 on this because a bow would look very cute on the top of my my cloche, if you know, I quite fancy that. So I haven't even put that one onto magnetic sheet yet. So this one, just going to grab. I have cut out a few pieces ready because I don't want to bore you with all my chopping. So I do have a little bit of a wintry scene, a matting layer, and my cloche die. So the cloche die is going to cut out of the green, this one, and you will see the snowy scene inside. I have no idea if this is going to work, but we'll have a go. Well, you know, we can do this. We can do this. Okay, so I'm going to make my little scene that's going to go inside my cloche first. So I'm just checking that you're seeing what I'm doing. So zoom you in a bit. So I have my piece of basic white scrap. Let me get me blocks out. And I'm going to be using crumb cake. Oh, squeaky pads. Crumb cake and soft sea foam. I have to say, I struggle to read that because, you know, I don't see great, but there we are. It's alright. I know it's that one because it's the one I can't read. I know is soft sea foam. So this is also my template for something I'll show you in a minute for getting my cloche in the right place, because I have stamped it in the wrong place, cut it out in the wrong place, and it wasn't straight, and I was not happy with that at all. Look at the cute little houses. Now you have a 3-stage stamp with this one, but I don't use one of them, and I'll explain why in a sec. And actually I might stamp it and show you why. I can't quite work out what I'm supposed to do with it, if you know what I mean. Oh no, I'm going to use that one again, aren't I? Yes. I just wanted to make it squeak, make everyone's ears hurt. Right. Lining it up without getting my head in your way is probably quite hard. But we'll give it a go. Oh, Oh, it's not too bad. It's slightly off. It's all right. We can cope with that. So, right. So then they give you this one. So this one colours in the trees, but it colours in the windows and the very edges of the roofs. So I'm not quite sure what colour I should do that to make it all the same, because I like to have lights on in my houses. It is a funny word, Laura. Yeah, it's just a glass dome that goes over a cake generally, and it's a French word, like Mum said. It is a funny word. So yeah, so I like to have a bit of green on my trees. I know it's snowing, but you know, I like to have a little bit of green. But then it would paint all my windows green and the very edge of my roofs. So I may have to play with that. I might do it with some grey one day and have a play, but I'm not quite. You can see what it colours there. Look, it shows you what it, you know, what the stamp is. So I don't know, maybe grey, because I do actually colour it grey a bit. So here we go. Anyway, stop me rabbiting. I'll just get on with it. So I'm going to get my soft sea foam out and my water pen, which is not a Stampin' Up one. I need to get one, but this one still works and I just can't. My head says, no, don't do it, you don't need it, you have one. So then I'm just going to just go around, and the green will change as you go around, because obviously the water will water it down a bit. And then go on there a bit more, just to do the last bit, like so. And I like to do just between the houses there, because it's a bit of a funny gap, if you ask me, and just there. So that's that. Then I just grab my light smoky slate and my colour lifter, and I take the pointy tip, pen end, whatever you want to call it, and I just go around the very bottom, so the very bottom of the roofs, and then I'll go along the edges where the snow is, like this, and up a little bit on this, on the roof as well. I'll show you in a minute. A bit there, a bit there, a bit there, and then follow the line of the snow, and then bottom of the houses, like so. I think you can see where I've been there, just around the edges. And then all I do is do little circles just to blend in my grey, so it doesn't look like too much of a line. It won't instantly do it, so don't panic. It takes a minute or so, but you can see on the roof of my little tower, I love towers, of my church bell tower, that it's already blended it in, but it softens all of the harsh edges. Well, that's what I think anyway. That's what I like to do. Right, then we are going to chop it off. I say chop it off, we're going to cut it out. So I'm just going to die cut this. I will be 2 seconds. 2 shakes of something's tail. What is it? I can't remember. Is it a mouse? No, it's not a mice tail. No. Don't even know where that saying came from, if I'm honest. I don't know. Oh. Okie dokie. Let's see how straight I've done that today. Oh, not bad. So then you end up with this. A little nice scenery. There we go, like that. So what I'm going to do now is, as soon as I've pulled my die machine out, show you what I meant before. So I haven't chosen a card base for this, have I? Oops daisy. What colour should we put the card base with? What greens have I got? Oh, not many. That's what we've got, not many. What's that? Oh, what's that one? Old olive. I haven't got any. I think actually shaded spruce would go with that, wouldn't it? Let's have a look. Let's audition it. No, maybe we'll just go with basic white. Or yeah, we're going to go with basic white. That's what we're going to do. And then, by using basic white, we are pulling the white from there into the card. So, I'm making everything tie together, because that's what we like to do. So, I'm measuring 14.5 and scoring. So, I'll make 2 card bases at the same time. And then 10.5 that way. Hi Claire! Oh Claire, honestly, I've got so... Lamb's tail! Thanks Mum, I knew you'd know what it was. Oh, I haven't cut the end of that off, have I? And I've not... Oh dear me, I've not folded it straight either. Hang on, give me a second guys. Right, okay, concentrating. There we go. Really knocked sequins everywhere then. Right, so that's going to go on there. So that's going to go behind that. So I have the piece that I cut out is the width from the bottom, and then I want the cloche. So to make sure I get it straight on here, I'm going to put that where I want it on here, and then I'm going to get my guide. I'm going to put it at the bottom because the last time I did it, it was wonky, and that's no good, is it? Then I'm going to grab a little bit of my oh really, Claire? Oh, I have days like that. I just walk away. Or I just put it away and just try a different card. I've had one. I've had the set a few weeks and I still haven't made a card with the set because my ideas go bonkers. Right, I think that's straight. I'm just going to do it by eye as well. So look, the paranoia's there now. Don't be wonky. Don't be wonky. The other thing you can do is to put it on your grid paper, and I've got some Christmassy grid paper. So let's just check. It looks about right. You'll forgive me, won't you, if it's not quite straight. Right, so I'm cutting it out of this piece. Oh, I think my my one plate is a bit warped, so it yeah, just made a bit of a clonk. Right, so then we're going to pop that on there, but this is going to go behind it, the theory anyway, so that I have some nice snowy flakes behind my thing, so that can just be glued there. Oh, I've got, you know when it clogs up and you can't get it, I can never get it to unclog. It's my fault because I left the lid off. Let me just grab, oh, don't you fall in the bin, that was a good piece of paper. Just grab something and clean off the end. Hopefully that'll do the job. And it did. Yay! Okay, so then that is going to go there, so that's going to go about there. I think that's right. Let's just all say a little prayer. Is it right? Yay! Okay, so last time I glued it down and then realised I hadn't actually attached the cloche. So what will happen is the cloche goes over this bit, and the cloche itself has a sticky piece on both sides. So I can put it in place and then move it around until I'm happy where it is, and then we'll stick it all down like so. So we're going to make our little scene. So this is, I'm making this more complicated than it needs to be, guys. Take it from me. I really am. So about there, is it? Yeah, so you have a little scenery in there. I'm going to pop it up on some... No, I'm going to glue it flat because I'm going to put some sequins in it. And also, when you're putting sequins in, obviously all the sequins will gather at the bottom here. But if you glue 2 or 3 inside above, it'll always be like glittery at the top. So I think what I might do is peel up this side a bit, just at the bottom, on the bottom piece, just for a second, and then I'm going to stick this onto the very edge there. So then when I put that back down, it won't stick. Genius. Genius. Has anybody decided I'm a genius? No, I don't. I'm joking. Right, hang on. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Then I'm just going to put that on there. I'm just wondering if I mark it, I won't have to keep putting the cloche back. And also... I want to stick the cloche on, but I want to put sequins in it. So I'm going to do that, get it in exactly the right place, and then I'm going to move the paper, and I'm going to mark across there. Can see what I'm doing, can't you? Yeah. Oh, I borrowed gorgeous leaves off Ruth, and honestly, it is. I've got another. I've actually got a card to make up on a video that I've got to put on. That I've cut all the pieces out of before I gave it back to Ruth. So yeah, it is a bit lovely, isn't it? I'm trying to not buy any more now until I've exhausted what I've got. So it'll all be good. Right, now we have you could do great then one of those yellow pens. Yeah, I might well, I should have coloured in the windows before I did that, shouldn't I? But I didn't want to add too many colours to it. So in the sequins we have red and pink, gold and white and silver, which slightly drives me insane, orange and yellow and gold, and then green with, I'm not sure if they're white actually. Hang on, let me try and grab one if I can see what colour it is then. It's like a very pale, it was probably soft seafoam actually, thinking about it. Anyway, stuck all over my fingers now. So, I am going to put just a little teeny weeny bit of green. Just because. And then some white and gold. And then I'm going to have a look what it looks like. And that's nowhere near enough sequins at all. Some more gold. And some more green. That's what we need in our lives. Oh, yes. Sequins. Oh, get in there. I find I'm a very static person, so I tend to like... I'm the one that gets shocked by the trolleys. Stuff like that. It's quite annoying. Where did I put the lid? I put the lid back on before they go everywhere. Let's have a look how we're looking now. Still not enough, is it? I'm not being generous enough with my sequins. Oh, you're banned from new stamps. Oh, my hubby doesn't take any notice, if I'm honest. I give him money for his computer. So we have a little bit. I don't have a lot of money, but we have a little bit of money each to... Or I sell something. I usually sell stuff from the house and then buy more. There we go. Give them a bit of a mix up. Like that. Oh, no, don't, no, don't be falling out. Okay. So, let's make sure they're all at the bottom. And I'm going to take off the glue. I'm going to say take off the glue. It's not the glue. I'm taking off the sticky backing from the one side. Make sure all the sequins are at the bottom. Move them ones out of the way. And then I'm going to line it up with that. So make sure it's straight. Are we straight? Yes. And then I'm just going to seal around the edges. And I should have glued some at the top and I didn't. And there we go, never mind. Right, then, see, why is that? See what I mean? Look, the bottom's not right now. But it's okay, because do you know what you do? When something like that happens, you just trim it so it fits. So I'm just going to take a little bit off the bottom, like so, because it's, you know, I could get cross, I could get really cross and say, oh, that's not worked, it looks awful, but it is what it is. You have to make the most of it. Oh, my other, there's another baby, oh, two of my babies watching me. Hi, Tiff. Okay. Oh, Tiff, your birthday present came today. And I've let two of the older ones see it, but not Aaliyah, because she'd just tell you. Well, actually, she wouldn't even know what it was, but she's still not allowed to see it. But yeah, your birthday present's come. How organised is that? There's one more bit of present to come. Well, I say bit of present. It's an accessory for your birthday. Okay, I'm not happy with that because it's not straight. But I have a plan. It's okay. We can get around this. We can get around this. Okay. So what I'm going to do is... See, it stands up lovely. Okay, so then we're going to have a sentiment going across here, but I could actually make a stand for it, because in this one, in Sweets and Treats, you actually have a plate stand. I love what they've done with this one. They've mixed it up into 2 sets so that it encourages you to buy both, which I think is awesome because it makes it even more versatile. Then you've got, you know, there's toffee apple or pie, cupcakes. They could be like gingerbread biscuits. Oh, did he? Oh, okay. I shall. No. When he tried to tell you the other day, he didn't even know what I'd ordered. That was him just teasing you, Tiff. That was nothing to do with your birthday. Right, I'm going to try and make it colour coordinate now. So I'm going to do the stand. I think I might stamp it in Evening Evergreen. I'm going to make an Evening Evergreen. Well, you'll never guess what it is, so it's perfectly fine with me, love. Okay, so I have my stand, but obviously it's a bit plain. So I'm going to grab my Evening Evergreen pens and I am going to just mark out some bits in the dark Evening Evergreen, like where the lines are and the little sort of shading where there would be shiny bits. Like shiny bits. Who doesn't love a shiny bit? And then I'm going to go over the top with light evergreen, Evening Evergreen. And I don't know if you'll be able to see the blending bits on the screen. Like so. And can you see the difference there? Now you could go back and do dark again just to really make it look like it's got shading. I need more pens. I need every single blending pen we do. I'm being honest now, I do. I think no more stamp sets until I've got all the pens, because I didn't think I would like it, but I love shading and blending the colours together. When we went on holiday, that's what I did. I took retired stamp sets because, you know, we don't play with retired. I don't personally play with retired sets enough, and I have some really. I love mine, and I just stamped them, and I coloured them, and made a few cards while I was on holiday. I don't keep a lot of the stamps once they retire, but then I will sell some to buy new ones when the new ones come out. Right, when you've cut out, take your, is that the dark one? Yeah, your dark Evening Evergreen, and just go round the edge, hold it flat against the edge, and just go round it, because when you put it onto a coloured piece of card, you can see any white, basic white showing through. So I just like to go round the edge, and then you have no white bits, you know, like when you've got a tan, strap lines or something. So then this is going to go on some dimensionales under here, and then I think we'll put Merry Christmas across there, and then I need to do something about the edge because it's slightly driving me potty. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it in a minute. I'm not going to worry about it right now. So I'm going to cut a really thin because I can, because the edges of your dimensionalies has got, like, especially on the small one, it's got a long solid piece around its edge, and then the middle is all cut out into little hexagons, so you have the ability then to do that. So you can put it all the way along the edge, it's not seen, and you cut it to the size you need it. Then I'm just going to take 2 or 3 normal sized ones and put them on, and I'm flinging my pieces of the bits I'm taking off. Why is that still got paper? Oh, do you know what? I can take something that's really simple and make it look really hard. Maybe it's because I didn't change my glasses. Oh, it's attached. Oh, it's a piece of paper that's escaped and stuck itself to my dimensional. There we go. It's gone now. Try again. Right, so try and get it in the middle. Like so. And I've put it on dimensionals because obviously the cloche itself sticks up. So you want the stand to actually look like it's on it. So what are we going to do about these edges? Just going to... Where have I put that? Did I put it away? Ooh, would be a miracle if I did. I'm just wondering if stitch frame dies have a frame that would go round it. I did stitch rectangles, not frames. Would that work? That would... Cool, that would look nice, wouldn't it? With silver around it. Ooh. But that's the biggest one. Okay, I have a little plan. Okay, we're going to find... It has got gold in it, hasn't it? Yes, it does. Okay, we're going to make a very thin... Oh, bless you, Tiff. Are you poorly? Oh. Michael did say you were feeling a bit poorly earlier. I hope you haven't got what I had, because I don't wish that on anybody. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a little frame by cutting this out but leaving a border on the two sides, and then I'll use the trimmer to trim the other two, and then we'll say a little prayer that it works. Maybe I should cut it first. That's a good idea. Okay, Wendy's brain's working now. So this frame is 10 centimeters wide. So if I cut a piece of this at 11, so let's cut 11 wide. That is then 2 wide for the card, which is daft, isn't it? So gonna cut it to 10.5, like so, by 14.5, because I've just realised what I'm just making a card mid thing, making a matting layer, and then I'm going to put this in the middle. It will be a little bit longer on the top and the bottom, but as long as it's even top and bottom and even side each side, it will look fine. Oh. Okay, so let's get that tidy. There we are. Say a little prayer while oh goodness me. It does say in the book not to use the same dye on the sequin, on the freebie sequin paper. Celebration item. Woo woo. It says don't use the same dye over and over again because it can blunt your dye, or it could. Doesn't say it does, it just says it could. So now we have a bling frame, which I don't know anyone that wouldn't like it, and we are going to glue it on there like so. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love a bit of bling. Okay, so some glue. You can't see the stitches on this one clearly because it's got sequin. Why have you blocked again? Did I leave your lid off again? Oh. There we go. We're going. Down the edge very carefully. Across the bottom. Hi, Louise. Sorry, Claire. Did I make you buy everything? Oh, hello, fly. Go away. I've got the window open. So I was expecting a fly or two, or even a moth. So, strategically placing my frame on here. And it's the same size as my card base, so you just won't see any white cardstock through it. Glue down, please. There's a good piece of sequin. It's catching the edge of my DSP. There we go. Woo woo. Right, so see, it still looks wonky to me, but never mind. It's all good. It's alright. It's alright. So we need a sentiment now. Let's have a look at our. No, that's not even the right stamp set. Warmth, joy, and happiness. 'Tis the most wonderful time of the year. The magic of Christmas never ends. Oh, that's cute. I like that. I think we might need robins on here as well, actually. Any way you slice it, I'm thankful for you. Well, it's not a cake, so that's not. Bring on Christmas. I think I quite like warmth, joy, happiness. Yes, I do indeed. And that can go there. So I have some scrap pieces of white, maybe. Do you know what? I had loads of like thin strips, and then when you want one, you can't find one. Oh, this is currently my scrap box. I think I may need to sort it out. It's getting a bit full. Right, I found one. So we're going to stamp this in Evening Evergreen again. Hi, Delinda. Oh, thank you for sharing. I hope I haven't missed anybody else. Thank you, Tiff. Ninny. Whichever you'd like me to call you on here. Right, let's put that out of the way. Put my... Right, I couldn't get that straight then, and I'm forgetting. If you ever need to make sure that your stamp is straight, put it on your grid paper, and they haven't, because they've been moulded, they have a natural tendency to go straight. So what you do is you put it face down, and then just pick it up with your block. Let me just straighten my paper, because if it's arched up, it has a tendency to cause smudges. I don't think that's straight. It is straight. Right, I'm going to cut it off a little bit longer on either end. And then I'm going to cut a little bit more off that one because I feel like it's longer. And then you just cut into the middle. And then just go on either side. And cut a little tail. Like so. And then that is going to go there. And that is just going to highlight how wonky my cloche is. Okay, we're just going to go with the flow of this, my lovelies. Okay, so some dimensionals. I think I've used up. I need to open a new packet of my larger ones. Oh, actually, let me show you a trick. Somebody, I can't remember who it was, somebody told us about this. And you just cut along the side of the packet, like so. And then you can just slide them in and out without having to fuss with the sticky. I haven't had a problem with it yet, but oh, these are too big. Well, that's just typical, isn't it? Right, well, I'm just going to cut it in half and use it anyway because I've already taken it off the thing. And do that. So I'm just going to use the edges then because there's quite a number of smaller ones on there. There we go. Right, take the backs off. Oh, I love this font. And I'm going to leave the tails slightly sticking up because I quite like it. Okay, so we have no... I know we've got sequins inside, but I think we need a bit of bling or something on the card. Yeah. Shall we stick a couple? We'll call them rogue sequins. Right, where's my pick tool? Love my pick tool for this because... Just check I've got a nice bit of sticky on the end. And if you twist it, a bit more comes out, and then just loosen it off a little bit and it'll stop. So I'm going to put some little tiny, because they do stick quite well. Like so, and I might even put one. Let me put them on and then I'll decide if I need one on my tail or something. Okay. Oh, rain in Delinda. We had a little bit of drizzle while we were outside the church between baptism and food, which was very tasty too. It was a lovely service. Right, I'm going to put a couple of green ones. So I'm going to put a green one there. And then I'm going to use the paler gold because they've got a real orangey gold. Or like a light gold. Would you call it a light gold? I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. If it picks it upside down, just take it off. So see, those just don't look right if you ask me. I don't know. Oh, I've dropped a green one in the gold. That's not good. It's got to be out of there. That's the only thing with this, is it will drive me insane if the colours get mixed. Because I can't cope with that at all. Okay, the glue came off. So I'm just going to glue another one there. And then I'm going to glue a gold one, if I can find the right one. There. I think that's enough. I like odd numbers when I do that. Oh, a bit of glue sticking through there, look. But there we go. That's that one. It was Delinda. It was literally just a tiny weeny little bit. We didn't really get wet. It was like, oh, it's raining, food's ready. So it was fine. There we go. Right, so card number 1. Dun, dun, dun. Card number 2 is going to be using, let me just tidy up slightly because I'm very messy. Although I was going to put robins on there, wasn't I? I can show you my robins that I made. They might come in handy on the different card. But I made 2 robins ages ago and I've not used them yet. But how cute are they? Aren't they cute? But I don't think they really go with the card. No, they don't. That's fine. They can live in the box for a little bit longer. They won't mind. They won't mind. Okay, so the next one's not going to have a cloche shaker bit on it. But it's still going to be a really nice one. So for this one, we're going to need the other card pieces I've cut out. Not that one. So this one, and then we'll do a little bit of stamping and a little bit of colouring, and we can chat amongst them. I don't even know why that piece is there because that's nothing to do with it. Okay, so we have a piece of cherry cobbler, and then I've got the tidings. Hang on a second. Where is it? Tidings of Christmas. I knew that. DSP. Yeah, DSP. So I'm just going to glue these on here, and then while that dries we'll do a bit of stamping. So I'll put that on there. Now I'm eyeballing this because, I mean, live dangerously, why not? Shouldn't really eyeball it. I should have put one side on probably first, but never mind. It's all good. Oh, thank you, Delinda. I'm just praying this week I'll have some time to do some new videos. And I have been poorly for, well, probably a week, maybe. Just usual. Just could stay in bed forever. But I'm pain. The pain is what's getting me, and for some reason my hip is gone. So I need to have that looked at, I think. Hey ho, it's all fun, and we'll just get on with it anyway. So now I've glued them on. I'm going to put the lid back on the glue so we don't get any more gunky bits. Now this is a piece I have cut into a card base, but I'm just going to trim it off and use it to make our stamping. So for this one I need a cloche. So in the 2 stamp sets they've both got a cloche in them. But in the 1 stamp set, you've got the little tiny... No, that's the dots. Which one's got the... Oh, there it is. This one's got like the little... It's like the glass... I want to say knob on the top for you to lift it up. I am feeling better, thank you, Delinda. Today's the first day where I've been busy today. And I don't feel like I need to roll into bed in 5 minutes. But I've taken my meds, so it's all good. It's been an okay day. Even learned how to make some fresh dips this morning, thanks to Ruth. And that was fun, and 1 out of my 3 kids likes it, so can't be bad, can it? Right, so we need a cloche. So I'm just going to grab the cloche, and again, because this is quite a thin die, it moves all over the place. So I'm just going to pop it on there, like so. And then I'm going to pick it up with my bigger what do I actually want to call it? Block, that's the one. Right, so I'm going to do that in Misty Moonlight, because glass and blue, I don't know why, it just seems to go together. Obviously. So it doesn't matter where I do it, because I'm going to be cutting it out like so. And then I need a Christmas pudding. So where's my chamois? Clean as you go, and then you don't forget and end up with ink everywhere. I think I might use that one again, actually. I'll leave that on there. So Christmas pudding, let's find that one. So Christmas pudding, what else did I want? Christmas pudding. And then I'm going to do a couple of cupcakes, but I may not use them. I'm just going to have a look. Or maybe I'll do a cupcake and a toffee apple. No, that just doesn't go with Christmas, does it? We'll leave that in the box. Maybe a cookie, you know, because it's like the gingerbread cookie at Christmas. This fly is determined to annoy me. So I think that was it. Yeah, Christmas pudding. Right, so the Christmas pudding I'm going to stamp in early espresso. Over here. I love this. I think it's so cute. So cute. Everyone's going to have Christmas cards with Christmas puddings on this year. I can't stand Christmas pudding, if I'm honest. I really don't like the taste of a Christmas pudding. But as far as this picture is concerned, I really like it. Right, so then I'm going to stamp our cupcake, which I'm going to do in Evening Evergreen, because I want it to stay wintry, like Christmassy colours. Oh, that wasn't very dark, was it? What happened there? There we go. Right, so I'm going to have 2 of those. I'm going to try and make the cupcakes look Christmassy so that they actually fit in with our little theme. And we need a stand as well. Have I got room on there for the stand now that I've just stamped a cupcake wherever I felt like sticking it? Honestly. One of these days. Right, let's move that out of the way for a second. And I'm going to stamp the stand in early espresso. Just there. Okay. Let's put them away. I mean, I'm all for leaving them on the stamps and stuff until after I've done my live, but I've got to say I'm not very good at remembering to put them all away, which then means I end up with things lost. So, right. So I think I might stamp it in Cajun Craze, because my little biscuit, if I use it, I don't know, will be a gingerbread biscuit. So we'll do 2 of those. There we go. And then it's whatever I decide to cut out for my card. Right, so that's that as well. Clean the Christmas pudding. Put that away. Right, so get some blending pens out now. Right, okay, so for the holly, what I did last time was used light Evening Evergreen and highlighted sort of a little bit towards the base where the berries are, and up a little bit, because it's only an accent, because then you're going to go in, I'm using Mossy Meadow Dark, and then when you go in and colour with the Mossy Meadow, it blends in and gives it a bit of shading. The berries are so small that I'm just going to do them in dark cherry cobbler, like so. Then I'm going to have some oh dear, I can hear somebody crying. The joys. Poor little people. Right, what else? We've got cherries in here as well, haven't we? Look. Always got cherries in there. What I do with this is I try and colour roughly, and I mean roughly, the same shapes, the same colours. So it looks like different bits, but I did one green, and I'm still not quite sure why I did it green, but it's going green again, because I don't know how many different colours there is on there. And maybe a bit of Calypso Coral, maybe, like on the last few bits, like that. And then, because, you know, it's not weird or anything, but the bronze comes out like a nice, I think, a really nice shade of brown. So I'm going to go around the edge here with the bronze, all the way around, and then I'm going to dot some of there's like little speckles. I'm just going to dot those with it as well, and then I'm going to get the light crumb cake, and I'm going to blend around the edge, avoiding my lovely little pieces of fruit. Maybe I should have done it with dark crumb cake. Although this one seems to be drying out, and I don't know why, because it's not that old. Maybe I need to stand it up for a little bit. So there we go. No, I don't know if that's dark enough. Let's try a little bit of, see what happens if I use the dark crumb cake instead. Okay, that's not what I wanted, but never mind. What did I use on that one then? I still haven't worked that out. Okay, right, Christmas pudding. Then take the, I'm going to end up with a massive piles of pens everywhere now, aren't I? So I want the, what's this one? Light Smoky Slate. And I'm highlighting the bits of the pudding, and then I'm just going to highlight a few little corners and things as well, because I can. And then get the colour lifter again and just sort of do little circles over where you've coloured it with the grey, like so. And then it just doesn't look so stark white, so I think it just looks a bit more natural, supposedly, hopefully, that's the plan. So I'm just going to colour some more of the bronze just at the very bottom of the cake and the sides. There we go. Whoa, run away. Right, so Cajun Craze for my ginger biscuits. It goes on quite dark, but it does lighten up a little bit. So just going to pop that on there. Angelico's green. Oh, of course it is. See, I knew. That's what it was. You have a croaking frog in your right headphone. Okay. It's a bit weird. So I'm going to highlight again with the grey because it is white royal icing on this biscuit. And again, blend the white like so. So the plate stand is going to be dark and light. What's that one? Dark crumb cake. So where the bottom of the stand would be, because obviously it's upside down, and highlight the lines again like so. Oh, just drew all over my finger. And then that's ivory. Where are you? Crumb cake. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you these. I have little labels on my blending pens now. So when they're on the shelf, I can, because I'm getting more and more of them, I was starting to sort of grab the wrong colour thinking it was a different one. So I mentioned to Ruth that there was a demo selling some, and she said, oh, you can download it from here for free, and I can't remember where that was. So I'll ask Ruth again, but she's got family there, so I'm not expecting her to come on. Yeah, and then I borrowed a little tiny weeny hole punch from years ago, apparently from Stamping Up, and I punched them all out and stuck them all on the ends. So all of my pens have little labels, and when I've got my glasses on I can read them. I haven't got my glasses on though, just so you know. Okay, so the cloche, all I'm doing with that is I grab my balmy blue, and I think it's the light one actually. I'm going to do the light one first. If it's not right I can change it to the dark one. But if I go straight in with the dark one, knowing me, it wouldn't work. Okay, I think it is the light one. So all I'm doing is going round the edge with my very squeaky balmy blue pen, around the edge, and then highlighting my line, and then going back in with my colour lifter. And all the colour lifter does is makes it look like you've blended it into the white, so it just softens. I just think it looks softer. Okay, cupcakes. How can we make them look Christmassy? I think maybe red and green stripes. Like so. We'll try it. You never know, it might work. Oh, couldn't get the lid off then. Or do we want more? That's better. That look Christmassy enough. Right, so we want a chocolate. No, do we want chocolate frosting? What colour frosting shall we have? I'll think about that while I colour the other cupcake in. Wow, that colouring was a bit shocking. I've seen so many fancy folds I want to try, but I need to catch up with the measurements and things of ones I've already done first, because I'm not very good at the paperwork side of making sure you guys know how to do them as well. There we go. Chocolate cupcake. Nom nom nom. There we go. Prefer the bronze. Although one of my kids said this bit looks like an Aqua Fresh. An Aqua Fresh stripe. Right, then I'm going to grab the ivory and just colour across them all. And then it looks a little bit, oh, it looks so cute. And then it looks, when it blends, it makes a really cute cupcake. Right, now I've got pens everywhere. Let me just move these out of the way. Where am I going to put them? Oh, in there. So we've done all our colouring. So, yeah, so I need to just cut these out. Now I could use the dies for some of it, but the problem is when you use the dies is it leaves a white band. And today I don't want a white band. So I'm actually getting quite Speedy Gonzales-y with the old cutting out, although I need to be more careful. Yeah, okay, right, so we've done the cloche already, so it's not too bad. Now we need a plate stand. Don't know why I assume it's wood, because the two plate stands I've got are both glass. So never mind. Although it probably would look a bit weird if I did it in blue, the same as the other one. Oh. Oh, have you seen my bracelets? I have to wear them. Apparently I have to, because they were made for me by Elsie. And then I found the beaded one again earlier and she was like, you gotta wear it. I was like, okay then. So I can't wear silver, so, you know, may as well wear plastic. And then the dreaded loom bands. They've, every now and then the kids just love them, and then they're just everywhere in the house. Everywhere you look. Elsie came out of school the other day and she said, Mum, where am I supposed to put these? I said, what is it? She goes, loom bands. I said, what on earth are you doing with them in school? You're not allowed toys or anything in school. Oh, I put them in my pocket this morning. So she'd snuck them into school so that her and her friends could make loom bands at break time. And then she hands them to me and had to put them in my dungaree pocket. Kids. Who'd have them? Right. Christmas pud. Oh, I remember this bit now. Cutting out the... without chopping the holly off. Right. There we go. So with this I like to just keep chopping bits off because it makes it easier. Not that bit because I've cut into the holly a little bit too much. But if you go around like that, I just chop it off because you end up getting tangled up in bits of paper. So I just trim them off. I used to think, it's alright, I'll keep the edge bits because I can use them for something else. But now I'm like, no, don't be daft. You have enough scrap pieces without needing all those little tiny pieces. There we go. Right, so again, I'm going to go around the edge of that with Evening Evergreen, possibly, if I feel I need to. My little cookies. I could do with a like pumpkin pie blending pen, but I don't have one yet, so Cajun Craze is the gingeriest colour I have in a pen. And it is actually my favourite Christmas biscuit. I've even got a book where you can make ginger cake, and it gives you like patterns to make little gingerbread houses that sit on the side of your coffee cup. It is so cute, but I've never made them, so I think I need to have a go. Right, last one, guys. Right. I suppose you could do like a shop window with these, couldn't you? You could, like, when I did that cottage card the other week for the summer fair of Ruth's, I did have an idea of doing a shop window and having like all the cakes and Christmas pudding and like you could, the toffee apples and everything would go in that then, because it's a shop. So I might have to make one of them. Okay, so let's bring back in our card. So what I need now is like a shelf. So I decided that the cork was perfect for this. Where are you? There you are. Just get the smaller piece out. Well, I say smaller pieces, smaller than the other piece. And I'm just going to trim off a little bit, like so. It can be my shelf. Oh, I just love this cork. I really do. Right, so let's make sure there's enough room above there. Yes, indeed. Mark that where I want to cut it. Oh, look, I can't even see my own mark now. Oh, there it is. So I'm going to glue that on. So you don't need the dies with this, but it is so beautiful. I would just, the dies are so, even the little trees, I've used them in another card that I made a little while ago, not long ago I mean, scene building one with the mountains. So I'm slightly overlapping it onto the shelf, so it actually looks like it's sitting on it rather than just another level. And I'm just going to trim that because I can see a white edge. And glue this one down. So once you've coloured them and cut them all out, it's just a case of putting them all into the right place on your card. So then, just going to grab my Evening Evergreen pen because I have done sloppy cutting out around this bit. And I can see lots of white. Probably the person I give this to won't even notice all these things. Unless it's Mum, because she makes cards as well, so she would notice. Or Ruth, maybe. There we go. So that's going to go. I might actually... I know I was going to do a flat card. Would it look weird if I dimensionaled it? Yes, it would, wouldn't it? It would, because it's supposed to be in the cloche, Wendy. Okay. Let's pop that on there. And then because I've done this one grey and this one blue as the shading on it, it makes it look a bit different. Does that... see, the thing is, this heart is very flat, so it stands up. What about a cupcake? Would a cupcake go on there? On the shelf? Maybe? Oh, there's obviously a bit of glue on my finger. They'll do. So I'm going to put one on and I'm going to put the other one on with a dimensional because I don't know what it is. I just can't do it. Can't not use dimensionals on a card. I know. Crazy woman. Use the little ones because they're cute. No, I'm not using them because they're cute. It's just, if I use the big ones, it'll only take one. There we go. And it doesn't matter if you overlap the edge either because it just makes it, you know, gives you something else on there as well. So maybe... Oh, this glue on my fingers drives me insane. Fingers, clearly. No, I don't like them. They're not going on it. See you later. They can go on something else. Okay, so... what sentiment shall we have on this one? Something edible, I reckon. Any way you slice it, I'm thankful for you. No, it's a Christmas one, though, isn't it? A tasty treat for someone sweet. Oh, I like that. That'll do. See if it'll fit on there. And indeed it will. So we're going to pop it on there, and I'm going to use Evening Evergreen ink pad. Where did I put that? Oh, yeah, because I didn't put them back where they're supposed to be. Actually, where's a piece of... That'll do. A tasty treat for someone sweet. That's right. The edge of the other one I just grabbed was ripped, so I'd never have got a straight line again if I'd tried to use that one. Hi, Vicky. Right. So, what dies? None of those, but maybe this one. Do I like that? Does it look a bit big? Does it look a bit big? What else have we got? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, I know. Let's have a look in here. So how about... Oh, look at these. Bling, bling, bling. Oh. Does that fit on there? Maybe we could just do it like a label. No, can't do that because it's going the other way, Wendy. No, that's not going to work. So if I cut that out of that, no, that's not going to work. Oh, do you know what? It gives me a headache. Using my brain at this time of night is giving me an headache. Right, hang on. I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to do. Right, 2 seconds. I'll be back. Look at that. I put the plate on and then it's not straight. Oh, actually comes out. It won't be straight again. Nothing unusual in my life. quite like it as a little like flag. So what I could do is if I do that and then do that, and then on this end I can get it in the middle, that would help. No, that's not going to work. Does it look alright like that maybe? Yeah, I quite like it like that. I like the amount of bling that's showing. Now, when you are gluing onto the sequins, it's a shiny surface, so it'll need a little bit longer to dry. You could use tear and tape. Tear and tape will work straight away. The back of it, on the other hand, is perfect for gluing because it's just cardstock. So I'll pop that there, because then I've got my cupcakes there, and then I've got my thing there. Right, we need some bling. Let's tidy up a bit. Move everything out of the way. Oh. Where's my gems? Here we go. Oh, these are very like Christmassy styles. So we'll have some of these, shall we? Right, so we'll have... What is stuck on my arm? Something was stuck on my arm. Okay, so I'm going to have a big green and itty bitty red, and then like a mid green there, and then we'll just have two down here. So I'm going to go with a big red and the last little green one, because that's all that's left of those. God, do you know, I go through gems like nobody's business. There we go. So like I said, the cloche dies and stamps, like we haven't even the possibilities with these dies. I'm going to try and do a scene building with these, like a layered diorama one. I probably showed you this last week, but I've got the diorama dies now, and I've only played with them once, but I made a little penguin card, but it's quite thick. It's got 4 layers, and then I made like a book fold to go over the top with a little sledging, and then I sat and picked out white sequins out of that box of sequins. But yeah, but now I've got the trees in here. I think this would be, you know, you could have lots, build up the layers, you know, tiny trees in the back building up to big trees. So yeah, that's quite exciting. Can't wait, can't wait, can't wait. Right, is there anything else I want to show you? Don't think so. Oh yeah, I did I did make these. I'm wondering whether to do a video on these. Let me just move that out of the way a minute, and then we'll go over stamp sets and dies. I made these 3 tags. They were for the summer fair, but for some reason my picture didn't load up. That's a retired DSP in the last book, but I've just coloured it what colour I wanted and used anything that I had. So I had a few of these cut out, and there's a bit of a doily there, a butterfly that I've just blended on the edge, and a couple of bits out of the In the Wild, the tiger ones, the tiger dies. And here I've coloured the sequin celebration paper with what colour did I use? Cherry Cobbler, I think. something like that. I've just coloured over the top of that to colour it in. And then that one, I did the same with that. I think I blended over that one. And the same again. So I might do a video on making tags because, I mean, Christmas presents with them on. Oh, extravagant. Right, 2 cards. So that was the second card. And then this was the first card. Try and bring you in a bit. So we used the cloche dies, but you've got snowdrifts and all sorts in here. There's plenty more. The actual cloche isn't in there now. I don't know. Oh, it's here. Because it was still stuck to my sticky tape. So yeah, and then you've got this that you can make like a, I put that over the top of that and made like a little shelf looking piece. On the card I can't find to show you. So yeah, but I'm just loving the amount of trees in this one that you can cut out and stick on wherever you like. And then you've got the classic cloche, which is like the Christmassy set. And you've got the 3-stage stamping for each of those. A few lovely sentiments. And then also coordinating with it, you have the sweets and treats. These are all out of the new catalogue, the mini, the August to... Oh, that's fine, Mum. I'll speak to you later. Bye. Yeah, so it's quite nice that we've got 2 sets that also coordinate with 1 die set. I think you've got good value for money there with all of them. So what I did was I bought these first, those 2, and then I added this one on. But I like these. I think this is really cute. You could make a lot of different cards with these. So there we go. So we've got card number 1, card number 2, and this has got the sequins for everything sequins in it. A bit of the celebration sequin paper. So to get that you spend £45 and you can choose 1 item free, which is one of these. There is a couple of £90. You've got to spend £90 to get them, but to be honest, my wish list is, yeah, I could have the whole celebration catalogue. But I don't need it. So yeah, so it's all good fun. So if you make anything like these or you're inspired by my cards, please don't hesitate to add it to the Woo's Creators Corner, or even on Woo's Creations, because my Woo's Creators Corner for some reason doesn't notify me all the time when people are posting on it. So I'm hoping I can sort that out. So there we go. Thank you all so much for watching. If you need a catalogue, just let me know. If you live in the UK, France, Germany, Netherlands, and I can't remember. Oh, do you know what? It's just I can't remember everything. I'm just not got a very good memory. But there we go. So hopefully this week I'll have time, now the kids are back in school and settled, hopefully, because one is really not enjoying school. Once they're settled, I'll have time to make some extra videos because I have lots of cards to make. Thank you all very much for watching. Oh, thank you, Margaret. Yeah, I thought it was about time I did some more Christmassy styles. But yeah. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all very soon. Goodbye.